People get vaccinated and things open up a little more, you may be feeling a little nervous about re-entering the world.
And if you're feeling a little socially awkward right now, don't worry. It's perfectly normal.
Our happiness expert, Christine Whelan, joins us now with why it's important to move past those feelings. Christine, good to see you again.
Hi, Christine.
Hi there. Great to be here.
So it's okay to feel kind of awkward about all of this.
Yeah, we have been, we've been socially distanced for a long time, for more than a year now. And as the vaccines roll out and as the cases hopefully continue to go down, a lot of us are venturing out into the world of socialization for the first time in forever. And so there's some awkwardness around that. And I thought it might be a good idea to have some tips and to share some advice on how to re-socialize and be kind to yourself along the way.
That's great, because it has been a long time, and for people who are maybe naturally introverted, it's been a little comforting in some ways to not have to be in the mix of things. But you've done a lot of research about happiness and the role relationships play in happiness. Tell us a little bit about what you've found out.
Right. So, all right. So let's first start with the sort of the basic safety. And so, you know, we are not out of the woods yet with the pandemic, but things are getting better, and we are beginning to head out. So the first thing that I'd recommend is that everybody make sure that they have evidence-based science advice on what is safe for them and what is safe to do in terms of gatherings. I am one of the nerdy girls, those nerdy girls at Dear Pandemic, which is a website that is all over social media that answers people's questions on just these kinds of topics. And it was actually a University of Wisconsin person, Dr. Malia Jones, who was one of the founders of this. So there are really good evidence-based things out there about, is it safe to socialize? So that's part one. Now, let's say you're ready to go, you're vaccinated, and you're ready to be social. Then what? Well, I've been telling everybody, it's sort of like it's like the first day of school for all of us, right? We have those butterflies in our stomach, and we get out there and we might feel kind of exhausted, but sticking with it is really important, right? So relationships are the #1 predictor of happiness. So having strong relationships, and a lot of those relationships in person, really tends to make us as human beings happy.
And even for introverts, that's very important.
Absolutely. So introverts, you know, we have this idea that introverts don't like people. That's not really true. Introverts tend not to get their energy from socializing, but introverts sort of pull back and invest in themselves, and then go out and form those relationships that matter most to them. So, you know, maybe over the last year you've learned that you are a little bit more introverted. That's fine. That's wonderful. Take those learnings and figure out a relationship and social schedule that works for you.
It's been so interesting, because at first, when everybody was home, we thought, oh, we can't do this, we can't work from home, and then everybody kind of got in a groove with it, and now some people are reluctant to go back to normal. So I mean, what's your advice for people who are watching tonight who are feeling a little fearful or awkward about things going back to the way they used to be?
I would say, first, name it. You are not alone, and this is a very normal feeling. And second, take small steps, right? Take it slow. I remember the first time I went out with my kids, even just for, you know, a day outside, meeting people outside, I was exhausted at the end of the day because all of that smiling and eye contact was kind of exhausting. The other tip that I would have is, you know, one of my research areas is self-help books and self-improvement, and there is a wonderful one from a long time ago, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, and it's all about how to be confident in social situations. And so I think we can all take a page out of that very old bestseller and remember to smile, to ask people about how they're doing, and to express interest in others. And those real basic things, I think, are going to go a long way to making you remember why more than a year ago you were so sad to go indoors for the first place.
One step at a time. We'll all get through eventually.
Absolutely.
Christine, thanks for being with us today.
Great to see you. Thanks so much.
Well,
Thank you.
Final check of your forecast is coming up.